What is up, everybody? Gabe Padilla here, coming at you with a little bit of a week recap and almost just filling everybody in on the Gloves On, Grudges Gone DKFC Prospect Series card in association with Tapia Promotions. We had Donald Sanchez take on Bryant McLean in a 10-round war. We're going to go ahead and just jump right into that. Basically, Donald Sanchez was victorious with a split decision victory. When all 10 rounds post-fight, he even said it felt like a draw. And when I mean a draw, war, straight bloodbath. Both men were cut. Donald Sanchez did earn a split decision, in my opinion, I would say, even though Bryant McLean never ran from him, tried to come forward as much as he could, and both fighters put on a spectacular show for the fans. And if you left early, you missed out. Josh Torres taking on Daniel Calzada, 8 rounds, a lot of animosity pre-fight, both fighters putting on for their communities and both just putting on a great spectacular show. Man, I mean, Josh Torres did win a unanimous decision. Daniel Calzada never backed down again, and I'm talking the co-main event and the main event were good fights. And to jump back down into the featured fight of the evening, we had Cody East versus James Woods. Cody East coming in, doing what he does, a volume striker, never running, always coming forward. James Woods, you could tell, was more of the boxer. Obviously, Cody East being an MMA guy, kickboxing, looking to get into bare knuckle now. Boxing is not new to him. James Woods did have more of the boxing style, was trying to cut angles, trying to counter, things of that nature. Cody East did win. And in my opinion, I think he won the fight as well. But another spectacular show. Went the distance. Both gentlemen did not take a round off. Both coming forward at each other, both catching each other when brawling, and just straight brawling, which always another good thing for the fans as well. Jason Sanchez versus Abel Mendoza was an exhibition fight. Some say was some of the best fight and rounds of the night. Jason Sanchez, for an exhibition, just kept coming forward and brought the pressure on Abel Mendoza the whole time. Excuse me. Abel Mendoza was able to basically just withstand the damage that Jason Sanchez was inflicting on him throughout the whole night. And both gentlemen still kept coming forward at each other. Jason Sanchez, in my opinion, having the best of that bout. And then almost not my favorite part of the night, but was something new in New Mexico history and was done for the first time, was bare knuckle fighting championship amateur matches in association with the DKFC Prospect Series. Tapia Promotions putting the show on. We had 2 fights, MMA gloves, bare knuckle rules, 3 2-minute rounds each. The first one was Osmel Caraballo versus Jose Ruiz. I could be wrong. Caraballo was with some United Fit and crew, I believe. Jose Ruiz out of Jackson Wink. Both gyms not new to bare knuckle. A lot of experience in bare knuckle. John Dotson, Saint Nick, Mr. Cruz. You have Jose Ruiz coming out of Jackson Wink, which plenty of fighters fight bare knuckle fighting championship coming from Jackson Wink. So just to start that night off, both guys were coming at each other. Brutal shots. Body to the head. Hats off to them. Ended up in a draw. I mean, it was insane. Jose Ruiz looked to be counted out in the middle and early on in the fight, but in the later part of the fight, he found it within him to come back, dog it out, and both fighters inflicting a ton of damage on each other, but ending in a draw, very close fight, and just kicking off the night very spectacularly. Jesus Ramos versus Woodson Rodwick. I was able to speak with Rodwick. He was our winner. What I found out, though, is speaking with Jesus Ramos as well, Ramos took it on 2 weeks' notice. So that kind of changed my opinion about the fight. Man, with Ramos having a full camp, I think we would have been in for a spectacular show, because Mr. Roderick was just kind of staying at the pace of his fighter. He kind of told me he wanted to work harder in his next camp, go a little bit more full force, and that he has some more in the tank too. So with both fighters putting in a full camp, now having a little bit of experience, I would actually not mind to not only see this ran back, not only in the prospect series, but man, even on a preliminary card for a numbered event. Bare knuckle, reach out to them. Woodson Roderick, he does not have social media. I do have his number. I can get you in contact with him. Mr. Ramos Al Kukui on Instagram, I believe. He will come up training at a Tapia gym. Both gentlemen just awesome BKFC prospects, and I believe those are one of the nights when you watch Dana White Contender Series or even the Prospect Series. I mean, that's when both fighters get a contract. I mean, there's just no denying these gentlemen. They both have it. They both want it. I vouch for them. I believe they're going to both bring and put on spectacular fights. I really hope these guys make it to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And if they don't, it's a shame. Somebody needs to pick them up in Bare Knuckle ASAP. We also want to talk about and mention, to kind of just fast forward, August 10th, Top Rank, Matthew Diamond Boy versus Abraham the Hammer Pettis. Abraham coming in with 5 KOs. I believe Matthew Diamond Boy has 10 KOs. Both undefeated. As they say, somebody's O has got to go. Now, I have been privileged to be ringside at the gentlemen's both last fights, and they have just been honestly phenomenal and spectacular. You have Abraham Pettis not only finding wins, not only finding stoppages as of late. He is now the IBA World Champion, and he has picked up a few other bouts throughout the way, a few Continentals through the IBA Association. Diamond Boy, Matthew Grego, he's picking up a few bouts on his own way up. He fought at the Villa Hispania Center this summer. Man, under the lights. He had a phenomenal fight. Stopped, I believe, his opponent within the first or second round. Had him through the ropes. I mean, just straight dominant performance from both gentlemen coming up towards this fight. A lot of people saying, they should wait. Is it too early? Everybody has their opinion, especially in the New Mexico boxing scene. It's a very, very passionate bunch. A lot of diehard fans. These boxers have a lot of supporters behind them, and it's very good to see that and have that type of conversation and have people wanting this fight and wanting boxing in New Mexico still. It's such important to me that we still have boxing, MMA, tons of combat sports, alive in this day, and we keep all these combat sports alive. But back to the fight. Both gentlemen coming in with a lot of steam. Very familiar. I believe they sparred together before. We're in store for a treat with that one, and I think with the KOs and these guys getting better and evolving, we're definitely in store for a stoppage, a KO. Pens are gonna drop. Tingley's gonna go silent. It's gonna go loud. It's gonna go crazy, because I truly believe we're gonna have, if not a war and a lot of blood going the distance for this 12-round fight, but we may even have a stoppage on either side. So, both gentlemen, biggest fight of their lives on Top Rank. They're both looking for a KO, so that's why I say one of them is going to get a stoppage, because I believe truly that they both in their minds are going for a stoppage. It's the biggest fight of their career on the biggest stage of their career, ESPN Top Rank in Albuquerque, New Mexico for the first time. It's going to be the state's biggest fight. We have to mention that. Some could say within the past 20, 30 years, it's going to be up there with that. For sure, within the past 10 years, it's going to be the biggest fight for sure. So Top Rank, in association with Legacy Promotions here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, that is going to be at Tingley Coliseum. Angelo Leo headlining as the main event. We have Matthew Diamond Boy Grego and Abraham Hammer Pettis, another huge fight. It's going to be a huge main card. It's going to be a stacked and firework preliminary card. I already know. I can just with the New Mexico fighters and the way the Top Rank operates, the matchups, the matchmakers are great. We're gonna have some very, very good fights, some high caliber names, some high caliber trainers, you know, some big names, some big name trainers. So it's gonna be a spectacular show come August 10th. So excuse me. Hopefully, you know, we spread the word on that, get everybody going to that show, and just hats off to Top Tier Promotions for this past weekend, and to the fighters putting on great shows. If anybody has any fighters, any gyms interested in getting an interview, I am with Michael Frankel at cageminds.com. Shouts outs to Cage Minds always. That's where I'm ringside. Results go there first. All the big news is going to hit there first. So always, you know, stay in touch, stay in tune with cageminds.com. Again, shouts out Micah Frankel. We're going to have BKFC, UFC, LFA, Bellator, all the biggest boxing come. You know, we have all the news, all the results and all that, and we're very active, and we update daily. So we're also coming at you with live interviews in the gyms, feet on the ground. You know, we love to interview everybody, and just want to put that out there. Anybody, hit us up. Michael Frankel is available on all social media. Me, Gabriel Padilla, I'm available on all social media. Facebook, Gabriel Padilla, The Real Gay P on Twitter, and then at Gabriel Padilla Booking on Instagram. Scared Money, YouTube. Also, Cage Minds _CSN on all Cage Minds stuff. So please follow us there. Also, sponsors. If you're looking to get something like this in the background, you know, even like the Car Gurus bottles, just if you want to be associated with our brand and our company, we're front line at a lot of events. We go credentialed. We work with several promotions, so we want to wear your logo. You know, we want to work with you, be an ambassador. Not only just have you pay us for the logo and wear it, but we also want to try to help grow your company in all aspects. And the biggest one is just branding, getting the logo out there for sure. Feet on the ground, like I said, just we're at shows live, we're doing interviews, we're in gyms, we're going to other live events that relate directly to combat sports. So we want to work with you and your company. So please reach out to me on Instagram, on Facebook, and at Gabriel Padilla Booking at yahoo.com. Again, that's Gabriel Padilla Booking at yahoo.com. Please email me, DM me, and let me know what we could do for you. We have an ad proposal, and just kind of want to work together and help us grow. And we appreciate everybody that subscribes and likes. Without you, we wouldn't be nowhere, and the fans and the fighters. So thank you to everybody who also gives us that opportunity. So just to touch base with that on the end, sponsorships, man, please reach out to us. We are more than happy to hear what you need help with. We also do a lot of media stuff, so we could help you edit, make some cool commercials, and just work together and make sure that you leave with something too after working with us, and just building a relationship. And, you know, obviously if your product or brand directly correlates to fighting as well, we would love to get you in contact with promoters, fighters, and just again, just help do what we can all around. So with that being said, I went off for about 15 minutes. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Again, hit me up on Instagram. Sponsors, fighters, gyms, promoters. August 10th, Legacy Boxing Promotions in association with Top Rank, Angelo Leo, Abraham Pettis, Matthew Diamond Boy Grego. Again, shout out Tapia Promotions, Teresa Tapia, the whole bare knuckle stuff, bare knuckle fighting championship, BKFC Prospect Series. Just thank you guys for having us out again. We're looking forward to working with all local promotions and also, also working with the bigger ones too. We'll be at the bigger stages. So obviously, if you guys are interested in anything UFC, BKFC, boxing, professional boxing, world champion boxing, just again, hit us up on social media. So thank you guys. Have a safe week. I will be touching base with you once we have some more news and some more dates coming up. And we'll see you guys at the shows, man. Thank you.